there, and of course we've got more to go outside. And I suppose that Bobby Parrott's back on Saigon Warrior and in good shape at the moment. Those sort of things do happen. They don't happen necessarily in a Kentucky Derby or in the first race at any racetrack. They just happen as a chance would have it. Some horses do not load well and tend to rear in the starting gate. This was the case with Saigon Warrior. We're loading into the outside starting gate now. Horses being loaded on the outside. Moving up to the gate now is Eastern Fleet, who is on the outside. Also being moved in out there are Four Rula and Tribal Line. List. We've got them all in now. Still waiting on Four Rula, now getting up to the gate. The outside horse will be Impetuosity. And that'll be the final horse in the gate. Impetuosity now going into the starting gate. They're at the post. And they're off. Golden Able on the rail, breaking for the lead. Barbizon Streak and Junior's Arrowhead on the outside. On the extreme outside is Night Counter. Going for a position on the outside is Eastern Fleet. Also on the outside, Four Rula. And Impetuosity by the stands, very well bunched. Golden Able, Junior's Arrowhead, Barbizon Streak, Night Counter. And it's Jim French on the inside with Eastern Fleet, followed by Unconscious, then Impetuosity. Looking for room along the rail is going straight. Moving on the outside is Four Rula. Then it's Twist the Axe up on the outside. And then it's Vegas Vic, followed Helio Rise. And then part of the entry, Royal Leverage. Then it's further back on the outside, Cannonero the second, followed by List. And the final horse is on the money. And the trailing horse is Saigon Warrior. In the backstretch, the leader Golden Able now moving away, has it a length. Junior's Arrowhead second by a head, and Eastern Fleet is moving third on the rail. Moving to challenge his stablemate now on the outside. Barbizon Streak has moved closer in third. Beginning to move up Unconscious. Night Counter drops back suddenly. Going straight is along the rail and moving up. Looking for room, Impetuosity and Twist the Axe, both are moving up. Going to come to the head of the stretch with Golden Able and Eastern Fleet together. Eastern Fleet ahead in front now. Golden Able is second, Unconscious third on the outside. Here comes Twist the Axe up on the outside, and Cannonero the second is moving. They're in the stretch. The entry are heads apart. That's Eastern Fleet, Golden Able. Cannonero the second is driving. Then Unconscious. Then on the rail moving up is Gold Reason. Cannonero the second takes over the lead as they come to the wire. They're going to hit the finish, and it's the South American horse. Cannonero the second, who is a surprise winner. 3 lengths. Jim French is second. Then on the rail, Bull Reason third, Eastern Fleet fourth, Unconscious fifth. Vegas Vic is sixth. And that's the way they got to finish in this huge Kentucky Derby, as the final horse, Saigon Warrior, just now crossed the finish line. What a surprise this must be. This is certainly a history-making surprise, because it's the first horse that ever shipped here from Venezuela to win the Derby. Cannonero the second, owned by Edgar Calvet, trained by Juan Arias, and ridden by Gustavo Arias. Now on the stretch, you can see Cannonero the second in the drive in the center of the track, going by Eastern Fleet, who had that lead. Jim French is making up some ground, but not to compare with the South American horse, as he continues to draw away as we come to the wire. Right on the rail, there's Bold Reason. He's getting up. He's going to be closer. But Cannonero drove on out away from them. They hit the finish. I had the margin about 3 lengths. And then, of course, very close in there for second, third, and fourth. Cannonero in full stride. He really loved this racetrack today, and I'm sure this is some kind of a fantastic win for the combination that shipped him back here. The horse is crossing the wire. Cannonero. Then we have the second finisher, who is Jim French. The second finisher, Jim French. And we have the time posted now on the board. The time of the Kentucky Derby, 2:03 and 1/5. We'll be back with the